I've always been really fascinated by the way artists have used painting to seduce or even repulse people. My name is Nour el Saleh. The title of the show is Where the Grass is Synthetic. The characters of my paintings aren't necessarily specific people, and I don't think they have a whole identity. They are kind of embodiments of different questions and criticisms and ideas, and they're used and recycled over and over again. Like, I see reoccurring figures that look familiar in my work, but they don't necessarily stand for the same thing when they reappear. The use of witches and demons and gods and cherubs, I see that in religious paintings, and it's so explicitly about this thing that you can't see or touch or understand. Looking at paintings through time, you start to see things become more and more about the world that you interact with and about the normal world. And I think mixing these two things together has been so important to my practice. And I feel like it places the viewer as well as myself in a situation where you're not sure if you're imagining, or you're not sure if you're fantasizing about something, or if you're really just kind of projecting what you know into the painting. I think the paradox in ugliness is what interests me the most. I think our proximity to ugliness is what scares us, but also attracts us to it. And I feel like I challenge that kind of line when I'm painting. I don't make preliminary drawings or plan my paintings. I see a nose, and like this cloud of random mucky paint, I start seeing a nose, and then from there, more things come out. Limbs and faces come out without being a whole body until later on. So I start questioning, like, who does this hand belong to? How is it interacting with another hand or another face? And then because these interactions are happening, then a narrative starts to build up. Do they get along? Do they like each other? Do I like them? Do they like me? Thinking about them as actors, or maybe as like these flesh-like costumes, and thinking about the spaces that they inhabit as sets and the objects that they interact with as props, led me on to thinking about the theater. Specifically with this body of work, I started to question if there was a backstage, if there was a costume designer, and then when I started thinking about whether or not there was an audience, I feel like that opened up a whole new kind of space for my work to exist in. Being the actor, being the set designer, being the audience, being surprised by what's happening in front of me, but also knowing that I'm the one making it, is one of the things that makes me feel like I want to keep exploring the concept of the theater. I say they're made up spaces and they're made up people, and they are, but they're made up of an archive of information that I've been gathering my whole entire life.